All right, y'all, we live. I actually was trying to see if we could run this theme song right quick. If okay, there we go. I thought StreamYard was playing. Here we go, y'all. We'll be right back. Texans, you. Till your face get down.
Texans on 3 is the best place to get your Houston Texans news. The other podcast will leave you confused. We got Frank, Nitty, and Patton, and Champagne Chef too.
Man, y'all know what it is, man. It is your host in the building. This is the Texans on 3 podcast, and y'all know how we do it, man. I got my guy, Champagne Chef, in the building. Let me pop a bottle for my boy.
Yeah, we got to do 4 today.
Already, man. And as y'all can see on the screen, man, we are proud, man. Proud. Hold on, let me stop the music for this one.
Yes, sir, man. Bring them in properly.
Yes, man. We got a real special guest in the building, man. I've been listening to bro on the radio talk about the Texans, all kind of things, the Rockets, all kind of stuff in Houston, man. Yeah. And y'all know him, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know the theme song, man. B Sky from Harlem Clock in the building, man. Y'all already know what it is. Let's give my boy an applause, man. Yeah.
Already,
it's good to have you in the building, my guy. I'm talking about some real special. Hey, I know it's gonna be a slight delay, but I'm pretty sure
I
it'll
appreciate
get better.
Y'all for having me, sharing y'all space with me. Yeah. I'm just saying, I appreciate y'all for having me, despite the delay, despite whatever the technical difficulties and all of that, man. It's an honor for y'all to share y'all space with me. So I appreciate y'all for having me, man. Straight up. Yeah.
Yes, man. We appreciate you too, bro, man. We really appreciate you. This delay is probably about 3 seconds, seem like it, huh? But no, we're gonna make the best of it. Man, we got a few things that we want to touch on tonight. As a matter of fact, first thing I want to ask you is how are you feeling about the hit that happened Sunday with Al Shire and all of that? What's your point of view on that whole debacle?
Bro, so my whole thing is like this is just where I come from when I watch the play live and even when I watch the replay. My whole thing, no matter how you feel about it, about like whether it's the league being soft or it was a dirty hit, no matter which side you really come on it, for me, it's just about the fact that it didn't have to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I keep coming back to the fact that like no matter if you think it's soft or if you think it's excessive, the point is from a Texan standpoint and from a Texans perspective, it hurt the team and you didn't need it to happen. Forget about Trevor Lawrence for a second, that's his own conversation. The health and well-being of the person that was injured on the play, like that's his own topic and a worthwhile topic. But aside from that, if you're just a Texans fan, you're thinking about, man, did you really need that? Did you really need that play right there? And then on top of it, you get ejected and suspended after that. Like, to me, it's just a thing of, hey, was this necessary? Was this something that you could have very easily avoided, aside from the fact that, this idea that quarterbacks shouldn't be allowed to slide or that they shouldn't be protected as runners in this kind of situation. Like, those are valid discussions to have, but to me, that's beside the point of exactly what happened right here, which was a dude giving himself up, clearly sliding, and you having an opportunity to not lunch and not put your team in jeopardy on top of putting this man health in jeopardy, and you did both. So I personally don't like it. Like, I know a lot of people been on there, and y'all know me. I'm Hiram Clark. I'm Houston. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm with the crew, but I have not been with a lot of this rah, let's beat on our chest. Let's be like, I get the whole us against the world part of it, but if you're just talking about this one play, to me, it didn't need to happen.
Yeah, I do agree with you on the standpoint that it did hurt the team. Every time I hear about players on the field, getting into those plays like that, one thing that I always hear is that, we looking at it at a certain speed, and especially when when we see it at first, it's in regular motion, but most of the time after we slow motion, and most of the time what they say is that it's not like, we not on the field and we don't see the speed of which things happen. And I kind of feel the way that Nick Caserio took up for him today is that, they stand up for Aziz, and I think that he's a stand-up player too. I think he just got into a situation where, man, I know he didn't wake up that morning thinking like, hey, I'm going to go and get ejected in this game today and drill me a quarterback. It's an unfortunate play. Man. I know he probably was in the situation to be out there to be a part of that play. And but I do think that 3 games is like, I think it's building something now. I think the whole Texans versus everybody thing is probably something that we need to ride if we even talking about smelling far in these playoffs. You know what I'm saying? We need some kind of theme. And if that's the kind of, man, like the league,
that's where you're going with that.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we need something. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, B, I ain't gonna lie. I'm finna go ahead and jump in real quick. B, I love the way you broke that down, bro. Because I promise, as we was sitting here, bro, watching the play, I played football, bro. And man, look, even if you don't, like you said, take all of it. If you thought it was aggressive, if you thought it was late or whatever, take all that out of it. Bro, if you fight somebody, you seen at the end, right? Mm-hmm. My boy, all elbow to face, like, come on, L, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, that was bad enough. The hit was bad enough. You done gave him rigor mortis. He out. You put him in the backwood, bro. We smoking Lawrence. Then you want to fight everybody on the way out.
That's what made it worse.
You want to fight everybody on the way out, bro.
I think that whole uncoachable thing comes from the fact that D'Amico was talking to him right there next to him in his ear, like,
get
bro,
off the field,
like,
bro.
come on, bro, you good?
Like how he wasn't listening to D'Amico a little bit, and then it was in the public. We on CBS, bro. Hey, dog, you already the. Hey, look, B Scott say B, this Trevor Lawrence right here, we smoking, bro. He smoked him. You already done fucked it up, bro. Get off of the field. Do you want to argue? You want to point at fans? They throwing, bro. Just get off the field, bro. And that's what I didn't like about that. And I knew the league was gonna come down on them. See, I was thinking like, go ahead, be my bad.
No. I was just gonna say no, and I didn't mean to interrupt you. But I would point out, man, I agree with what you're saying. Like, I think that the whole scene made it worse. All of the fighting and carrying on after the fact. I think that's what contributed to the suspension. Because I think 3 games is crazy, honestly. But I think that's what contributed to it. But if I'm being real, that was also the part I understood the most. Like, I ain't understand the hit because I ain't think he had to do that. He did though once he made that hit, and you know what I'm saying. If you real, your teammates gonna come and defend you. He did have to stand on the smoke that he had invited. You know what I'm saying. He was gonna have to stand on business to a degree. So like, even though that made the scene look worse, I actually understood the fighting part more than the hit. Even though I feel like that added to the issue and made it even more worse suspension.
Yep.
I understand fighting part two. You already know you if hands getting thrown or if you get pushed or somebody grab your face mask,
one person we know that's gonna throw hands is Aziz,
yeah, you
bro.
Know,
he
ain't
playing
automatic.
no games.
I know
bro.
that's automatic, but I'm telling you, after the hit, bro, it's even within. I want him to like even while you fighting and all that commotion going on and this chaos and stuff. I want you to remember you're an NFL athlete. Let me try to get to my sideline. Let me try to stay star quarterback. I apologize for it, bro. You flushed him, bro.
The crazy
it
part
should have just been, man. Hey,
after they
him. It's
ejected
football,
him,
bro.
after they finally got him on the sideline and they announced his ejection. What made it crazy is that he walked across the field and he's having them to come out there. Now, that lineman for coming back out there on the field to fight him, what kind of punishment do he get? What kind of fine do he get? Because it makes no sense. I want to speak on this too. What do you think about the fact of B. Scott? The fact of John Runyon kind of being the one that handed this, the one that kind of handed out the suspension, and the fact of how he was as a player. They got a play that they've been showing online and all day today of some old stuff he did. So it's kind of crazy. What you think about that?
Yeah. So, hey, I think if anybody know what a dirty play look like or a play that could get you suspended, this would be the dude that should know. So at the very least, he an expert in dirty play. So the whole take one to know one type of thing. I can understand that part. The part I don't like about the whole John Runyon thing that got me was the whole letter that he had to write that he wrote. I thought they put a little extra sauce on the whole thing with Aziz that was just unnecessary. Just like the hit was unnecessary. I thought all the whole like he didn't say you're a disrespect, but what he said, your disrespect for the people who play. He just basically like I thought that was a little extra.
Exactly.
It's like how if you get him up, or if the law the laws get you or write you a ticket or the teacher so you can get a detention or what a catch in the hallway, necessary disrespectful lecture on top of it, and then that escalate the situation and make it worse. Like that's how this felt. It's like, man, I feel like you can just hand the man this suspension without all of this moral grandstanding that I felt like they did. So that's the only part. Like I'm cool with him being a dirty player who's in charge of this type of stuff. I don't really have no issue with that. But the whole righteous indignation and sanctimonious, I'm better than you. You don't know you don't respect the game stuff. I didn't think was necessary at all.
Yeah, it was not necessary at all. It was way overboard. And I think me personally, I don't think Shazier should have went to the internet. Al Shire, the internet, and was even brought religion into it. Even though I know a lot of people on the internet was bringing that up, but those are the type of things that you ignore. Like you don't. That's like that's like what they say, water off a duck's back. You just let that go. You don't acknowledge that, because now that he put that in his statement, it's making that the more forefront of the statement now. It's like it's like that the trolls wanted you to do that. That's basically what I'm saying. He done played into the trolls, man.
But look,
though, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, B. Oh no, I was about to say this hit, man. Like you were saying earlier on your breakdown, when you broke it down, bro. I love the way you did it, because like you said the perfect words. It brought unnecessary things to our team, bro. Our offense already struggling, bro. You are number one middle linebacker. You know we need you. Then for them to come down and give you 3 games, I knew the league was gonna do something to them, but 3 games is outrageous. But that's all going back to the hit. Al, you could have pulled up, bro. You could have pulled up. I feel like he could have pulled up. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them people. I know it was a football play. It's football. It's a physical game. But bro, come on, Al. Come on, Al.
Yeah, man.
Okay, one more thing I want to speak
bro.
on. One more thing I want to speak
the
on.
Whole
this
month of December.
Before we, because we need
but
to speak
before
on.
you go though, let me.
No, go ahead.
Let me. I do want to say though, because you mentioned the religion thing, I got to get this in here, because we black, so like this real. Man, this dude is a double minority in this way, where this dude is a black Muslim with a Muslim name. You know what I'm saying? That's a different level of different directions of hate that he getting. You know what I'm saying? If I don't know how online he is or whatever, but I can understand. Like I hear what you're saying. Maybe fall back on and kind of not feed into the trolls, but you gotta understand, like he being called what we could imagine as black men, on top of the Islamic part about it. That's you know what I'm saying, that's all kind of, got all kind of issues tied to it. So he definitely, because he got that name and he looked the way he do, is getting I think a little extra hate that wouldn't be there otherwise if it was just your middle of the road regular name.
Yeah, like they've been getting on them on the internet. They've been really getting on them. That's why I was saying, like, it's kind of like playing into the trolls a little bit, because he really because I'm a Muslim, as a matter of fact, and the thing is, you get so much backlash from that stuff all the time. It's like it's a regular thing. So it's like, for him, I think if he'd have did that whole thing without saying that, I think it still would have hit home the same. I think by him putting it in there, it just was fuel to the fire. It's like now people really. Yeah, I think
I don't think
he shouldn't apologize. I mean, but
I flushed you, bro.
It's a football play. This is what happens in between the white lines, and we understand that. But let's talk about this though. What about his replacement? Like, who they saying Harris may be coming back. What are you hearing about that, Brandon?
Yeah, so with Harris, it's been an issue. Like, you heard them say earlier that he gonna come back sooner rather than later. That was the last thing I heard, and that don't sound exactly promising. Like, you got to understand, man, this injury happened way back in the offseason, man. This happened in the offseason, even before training camp, away from the team facility. They've been weird about how they talk about it. I get the sense that they are agitated about it for a number of reasons. Not that they don't like Christian or nothing like that, but just that the whole thing is just kind of frustrating, not just for us, but for them as well. But to your question, as far as the replacement, I think we got a peek into the way the linebacker rotation and situation works. Like, if Azeez is out, then Henry is your Mike, and then you're trying to figure out, like, more than likely Henry is your Mike, and you're trying to figure out who your weak side of who your Sam or your Will linebacker is going to be, or you could go with Neville Hewitt and leave Henry out there with what he's doing. So that's the reason why the Christian Harris thing is a big deal, because if you can just move Henry into Azeez role and get Christian Harris back, then that's a pretty decent replacement, considering how Henry been playing this year, even though you're not really sure what you're gonna get from Christian coming off the injury. So it's definitely a good question, man. Like I think it's a couple different directions they can go in there. So I'm interested to see how they play it too. But if I had to guess right now, I would say Henry probably plays more of Azeez role, and they try to fill, with their rotation of backs. Maybe you see more of Devin White. They try to just fill with their rotation of backs, the weak side or the strong side role. And then they're gonna be a nickel most of the time.
Exactly.
If Jimmy Ward
I
out
was
there,
gonna say that too.
Or if Petrie come back.
How long Peach is supposed to be gone? You know?
No, I don't know.
You don't know. But Christian Harris thing, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
My bad. I was just gonna say Petrie. They
Nah,
said
but to
he
get
could
to
come
it,
back
nah,
at
you
the end of
good.
the
You know,
season.
we
Oh, we dealing with the delay. We dealing with the delay. No, we good.
Yeah, we good. We good though. Only thing I really, me truly, bro, I don't trust the Christian Harris thing.
No,
And
at all.
And he went down the whole all my points, but he said it in a different way. But I'm gonna go with this way with it. I don't trust it because of those points that you gave, bro. You ain't been around all season. You ain't even been around the locker room. Not in that. Nah, you good. You ain't been around the locker room. You ain't been on the sideline. What you was at? What 1 or 2 practices? Like the whole year. Like, bro, out here, bro. Toa, step up. White, we got you on the team. Let's see what you can do. And let's take it there. You know what I'm saying? Hewitt, let's just do our rotation and stay true to the rotation. You know what I'm saying? Let's not even worry about Harris. I feel like Harris get healthy. Shout out from Texas on 3. We rock with you. Tough. Get healthy. But am I trusting you to come back and save the 24th season? Nah, I ain't just trusting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, y'all. We got that boy. Hold on, let me get
hit that.
Draft guard activated.
We got that boy Patton in the building, man. Let's get that boy a proper introduction, man. We had a we dealing with a slight delay, but we making it work though, man. I'm talking about, man. We really appreciate y'all for tuning in. Everybody that's tuning in live, make sure you like, share, subscribe, man. As y'all can see, we got a real good conversation going with Brandon Scott, man. Y'all already know how my man do it. And like I said, we got my boy Patton just come back in the building. So, man, let's keep this thing going. And so what we were talking about is the replacement and stuff like that. So I think that we should probably, I want to see more Devin White, me personally, but
no choice now.
Exactly. So it's gonna be nice, man. But let's talk about these next 4 games. No, hold on. Before we go to the next 4 games. Yeah. Patton, what do you think about what we was talking about? Let me
Devin, the Christian Harris.
Christian Harris has been around the team, but because he's been injured, he's not available to speak to the media. But he has been around the whole time. He's been working out, staying in shape. But me personally, we just see what happened to CMC Sunday or was Sunday night, I believe. They say he's his PCL, but that's his Achilles. When your calf muscle explode the way it did, that's your Achilles. I'm not saying Christian Harris Achilles, that's what happened to him, but it's a very, very strange and deranged calf injury. However, I feel like if you rush him back or if he comes back at all, you risk a chance of that happening. And Achilles takes a strong year. And after you come back from that year, it's going to take either like a year and 6 months, let's say that. Not to mention, he's going into the last year of his contract. This is a bad time to rush a guy back on injury. There's a high ceiling for him. You know what I'm saying? I don't really see a bad floor, but you don't rush him. I know I heard y'all mention Devin White. Y'all missing a guy, Jake Hansen. Yeah. He's pretty good in the pinch. You know what I'm saying? Devin White is not the best guy. First of all, we don't have a good cover linebacker. We don't have one. Aziz is probably our best cover linebacker, and his knee has been bothering him the past few weeks. Have you been paying attention to him in the past game?
You don't think Toa can cover?
No, he can stay with the guy, but as far as we watched the game, like he's there, but he's not really there. Like he's not making a difference in the past game. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like he reminds me of Kareem Jackson. Kareem was always there, but he would never get his head around to like deflect the pass. Like it's kind of like defeat the purpose. I'm glad you're there, but you're not really helping. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tough. You know, I love the draft. I've been looking at linebackers like all year. So
hey. But look, if I can say this though,
I know you ain't really trusting us going into these couple games.
This the dope thing. Let me just say this. This the dope thing about it. The defense, the best part of the team. Like this hurt. We now said that. Like this hurt for real. To lose Aziz is for this stretch. Hopefully, you know the appeal work out and it get knocked down a little bit. but the defense, the strength of the team, and they have shown throughout the year. Go just down the list, all the different players that have gone out for the defense, and they have figured out a way to make it work. So if it's any unit that could afford losing a leader or losing a starter or one of their better players, it's the defensive side of the ball. And it helped the fact that Toa came back this year a different player than what he was last year. So I'm not saying he Aziz or that, you know what I'm saying, what Pat's saying is not true because he's not necessarily what you want in the pass game necessarily, but he is a better player than he was. And so if it's something that can withstand it, to me, it is the defense.
I agree 1,000%.
I'm before the season started, I've been hearing.
Yeah, Henry has been almost playing like the best linebacker on the team.
In the run game,
and but speaking past that, I want to speak on that. You know, yeah, we in the bye week. And you know, whatever they're gonna do behind the curtains, up under the hood or whatever. But what do y'all think about this next 4-game stretch? What do y'all? Let me get what y'all think the record? What we come out of this 4 games looking like?
No, you want me to? You coming to it?
I want B to go first.
Oh yeah, let the guests go first. Let the guests go first.
All right. So look. I think they beat Miami. I got them beating Miami. Okay. It get tricky after that, man. It get real tricky after that. And this the killer part about the question. This the killer part about the question. They play all of these games in 11 days. 3 games in 11 days, bro. I know. Yeah, okay, 10. Less than 2 weeks, 3 games. That's the killer part about it, man. I don't even really know how to wrap my mind around that. You know what I'm saying? What that do to the body. You know what I'm saying? I got no idea about what that's gonna look like. But I think they beat Miami, and I think they win that last division game, the last Titans game. But to me, the L's are coming with the Ravens and the Kansas City game. I can't with good conscience just pick them right now to win that game based off of the way that they've been playing. I thought we saw some good signs from the offense in the last game, but the weakness of the team still exists to me in the offensive line. And until you really can feel confident in that, I don't know how you can pick them to beat the Chiefs or the Ravens. I think Miami is doable, and I think that the Titans is doable. But based off of what I've seen so far, unless I see something that really make me change the way I look at this team based off the way they play against Miami, where we sit right now, I got them going 2-2.
I second that. We beat Miami.
What you think, Shep? Now go ahead, Pat.
We beat Miami. We beat Kansas City. We lose the last 2. And the last one, hypothetically, I feel like that last one going into the playoffs, you're gonna sit everybody. That's gonna be a Davis Mills, Damian Pierce game, in my opinion. No way in the hell you got CJ and everybody out there for that very last game if you know you're going to the playoffs. The defense.
Hold on. You got them beating Kansas City. Don't tell me about that. You got them beating Kansas City.
So if you look at the way the Chiefs has been playing this year, I feel like, me personally, this is the best time to play Mahomes because he ain't got hot yet. And I don't feel like if he was gonna get hot, Mahomes would have been hot by now. We have the defensive line, our front seven just with the D line period, is going to create enough pressure to.
Yeah, I think we might beat that. I think we might pull that Chiefs game out for some reason. For some weird reason, I'm feeling like we're gonna pull that one.
The Chiefs game is going to be easier than the Ravens game. The Ravens is a more physical team. The Ravens game is going to be a more physical game. That's going to be the game where, like, you play the Chiefs on Saturday, and you finna play the Ravens on Wednesday. So you got what, Monday, Tuesday, really 2 days of rest. Like literally, I'm sorry, 3 days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 days of rest. You're not practicing at all. You're doing walkthrough. You're trying to get your body back right. That game, because the Ravens are going to run the ball. You got to worry about it.
That's not.
I run defense is going to be pushed to its limits, and they're going to be tired as hell. And I'm knock on wood, we ain't got no injuries going into that Ravens game. It's winnable, but I just don't see it, bro. Because they're gonna have to give maximum effort from everybody, bro, from the long snapper to the punter when it comes to playing the Chiefs. I feel like we can beat the Chiefs, bro. We can beat the Chiefs 21.
You know, I gotta be on the other side of the. I gotta be on the other side of the fence. It's good. I gotta be on the other side of the fence, man. Hey, y'all done? I know we got the leg. Y'all give me the cool. Hey, bro, let me be. This is why I'm on the other side of the fence, dog. Like, hey, man, we coming into the bye week. We got us a win. Let's hopefully everybody can get healthy. Hopefully we can fix the little tweak. Like I say, and even Pat, you brought this up, bro. We one little tweak, and y'all know what it is. I'm saying discipline. The word discipline. I'm gonna keep repeating that. We are a discipline tweak away from being maybe one of the top team, just because we have that type of defense we have, and we do have a mixing that can run the ball, bro. So coming out of the bye week with everybody health discipline in that mix, like how we need it, mix that discipline in that team. We got a Nico Collins, we got a CJ Stroud, we got a Mixon. You know what I'm saying? We got a top 5 defense, bro. We got a D'Amico Ryans ahead. We gonna take Miami, of course. You know what I'm saying? We gonna put it on to a pause. You know what I mean by that, though. If I was D'Amico, I would send more heat into it, because last game I felt like we didn't send enough heat, bro, and we just let them going up and down the field. But that's another thing.
Yeah, it was a lot of 4-man rushes.
Yeah, that's another thing. No, that's another thing. But I don't know, because they've been winning a lot of close games, but penalty-free football, bro. Play disciplined football. Go to Kansas City and let's just see what we work with. But I'm gonna say we win that. And then but you saying like the games are back to back to back.
So that's saying like being 3-1. You saying
that's 2-0 right now.
Oh no, I'm saying what you think about the whole, like
3-1. That's 3-1. I'm saying 3-1 because look, and the reason why I'm gonna say we're gonna beat the Ravens is because that's kind of like a rivalry for us. Maybe not for the Ravens, but for us, because they always knock us out. They always play us hard. The Ravens defense not really looking to, of course, you know what I'm saying? But that we in Houston. Beyonce there, the crowd might be a little turned up. It might be a little different. It's Christmas time. Hey, let's bring that home for the H. We're gonna be in Battle Red. We bringing the Battle Red back out.
That would be nice. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I say
I can visualize that. That would be nice.
Like it's because I'm just trying to say conscious, and I see everybody collective conscious.
Oh yeah, on Christmas that could be the boost that they need, something like that.
So we good. I'm just trying to get the other side of the fence, bro. So we going to that. But
technically, I'm hoping that they can go 3-1.
3-1.
At the least, I see them going 2-2.
Even though I don't want to lose.
And if they go 2-2, that means our record would be 10-6, or middle of the pack. I mean, we'll be going to the playoffs still, but we'll be 10-7. So, barring the record, because some teams don't care about the record. Them Giants that won those Super Bowls, man, I love those teams because they were underdogs, and I always rooted for the underdog. So maybe they can take on that Cinderella underdog, Texans versus everybody. I mean, because think about it, the way the league is doing them, not only with the suspension that came down today. How many times have we seen a team play 3 games in 10 days?
That's crazy.
The Chiefs also playing the same thing.
That is crazy.
That's almost sabotage.
I never seen it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, at least the
I never seen it. Hey, honestly, the to me, I think like the whole everything that Casario was talking about, how he was mad about the suspension. If anything, that'd be the thing I'd be mad about is that schedule. You know what I'm saying? The 3 games in 10 days, bro. You want to talk about player safety? What the hell kind of player safety is that? You know what I'm saying? 3 games in 10 days. Not trying to be soft and everything, but that's kind of whack to me, bro. Like that. That's the thing I'm worried.
Nah, for real.
Yo, so I just checked this, right? And us, the Ravens, and the Ravens and the Chiefs, we all on the same schedule. I didn't realize that. So we all 3 of us are playing 3 games in 10 days. Now, hey, with that bit of information, I just figured that out just now. It's up in the air, bro. It's up in the air. Like the Baltimore, their last 4 games is Giants, Steelers. Ooh, they play the Steelers before they play us. We might have a puncher's chance against them. We may have a puncher's chance because that game, they're going to come out that game black and blue anyway. That's going to be a tough game, period, for them. The Chiefs, their schedule, so. They got the Browns. You don't know what you're going to get with the Browns, honestly. Even with James doing what he's doing. They got the Browns, then us, then they play the Steelers. Like, it's going to come down to it, to who won it the most, I feel like. And I also feel like Baltimore is going to have more edge on it because they're on the verge of maybe potentially not making the playoffs because they at the bottom. If I'm not correct, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say Baltimore is 6, right?
The Ravens?
Broncos, yeah, they are 6 in the AFC. It's 7 to get in, 7 to get in. They 6. With the Colts, and God forbid the Colts get hot. If AR get his stuff together and Baltimore lose, they could potentially miss it. So they're gonna be playing hard as hell. As always, any given Sunday, you know what I'm saying? But to know that all 3 of us are playing the same schedule, 3 games in 10 days, it's unheard of. It's unethical. You know what I'm saying? But somebody got to win. Ain't no way in the hell all these games may end up in the ties. Not going to happen.
It's crazy. It's super crazy.
I look for these games to come down to Kaimi, bro. Like, and shout out to Kaimi. I look for it to come down to him.
Cash Money Kaimi, man. The leading scorer.
Kaimi a bad man.
So I know we another thing I wanted to ask y'all, man. What do y'all think as far as the playoffs are? Like, I know in the beginning of the year, everybody was talking about we were contenders and all of that stuff. Do y'all still have that contender feel, or y'all kind of just have prepared yourself to have slightly I mean, do y'all see us achieving at least the championship game this year?
So one of y'all mentioned what the remedy is for the team, like the thing that's holding them back about the penalties and playing clean football, mistake-free football. Like, that's the thing that I'm looking to see to get back in that space.
Discipline, yeah.
The discipline. There you go. That was the word. You used. If the discipline can get, if I can see the discipline through this last stretch, these last 4 games, then I can get back there. Like right now, again, just sitting here with y'all right now, I'd be lying, but But that's what they missing though. If they get that back, then yeah, they are talented enough. Like it's wild. Because think about it, man. The collapse against the Lions happened on Sunday. Was a Sunday night football game? That happened on Sunday night football. Everybody seen that and know that happened, right? The whole world seen it. But don't nobody know that they beat Buffalo early in the year, but us, because only we was watching that game. And if you was in Buffalo, and if you know what I'm saying, nobody cares about that. Nobody's talking about that. But like, it's the same team that's capable of the type of defense that can have Josh Allen have one of his worst games of his life. You know what I'm saying? It's the same type of team that was up on Detroit and should have beat them if we real about it. You know, should have really buried them in the first half if we real about it. So like it still is that team that we're talking about. They just got all this other stuff that we know about too that's a problem. And if it continue to be a problem, then no, you know, they're not gonna do nothing. You know, if they gonna have drive killing penalties in the second half and penalties and also getting beat like that. That's the thing with the offensive line is two things. They'll have either the drive killing penalty or they'll get beat at the worst time. You know, they won't show up at the worst time. And so that's the part that's got to change for me to be able to say, yeah, I feel like we got a contender here in the 8th.
I'm on the fence.
So we on the same page with the discipline.
Yeah.
I mean, having discipline that's part of it. Like, if they play a mistake-free game, but don't score any points in the second half, that's still a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the biggest issue. Like, if you watch Kansas City this year, if you watch,
but Patton, I want to interrupt you, but this the reason why. The only reason why I say that is because a lot of the reason why they don't be scoring points, it be because of the mistakes. Like it be those be some of the drive killers, man. Like they'll be moving the ball, or there'll be an opportunity, or like the penalty will come on a touchdown, on a game-winning touchdown. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff that I'm talking about. Not to cut you off. That's what I was thinking.
You got a valid point though. It's one of them things. Like we've been as a fan base, we've been harping on the same thing all year. If we do this, and where I'm at with it now, it's like, dude, we know what. If we know what y'all got to do, we got to know that they know what they got to do. It's only a matter of time them put it together. But we coming down to the last four games of the regular season. You can't have this issue going to the playoffs and expecting us to do at least get to the AFC Championship game. I feel like, and I don't want to come off arrogant and say, "Oh, we guaranteed to win the first playoff game." I don't want to say that because it's not guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say whoever we're gonna play, we're gonna beat them, blow them out. Like no, playoff time, everybody's coming like this is it. You know what I'm saying? It's either win or go home. So if the playoffs started today, I am not competent. Like no. Especially with Z's not playing right now. If the playoffs started today, I'm not competent. I need to see how these last work. Actually, I'm not even worried about the Tennessee game. I need to see how you guys play against Miami, Kansas City, and Baltimore, and that's going to let me know how to gauge this going into the playoffs. It's a good time for CJ to get hot right now. He's been playing mid.
I want
the
Tennessee game just for pride.
Yeah, sweep them again. I mean, who we swept? We swept. Everybody but Tennessee. Yeah, everybody but Tennessee. Yeah.
Colts. Yep, that's it.
Yeah. So it's what are we 4-1? Yeah, 4-1.
Yeah, but me.
Excuse me.
Yeah, but me, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel like the team, as far as the discipline, like if that I'm sitting up talking about like how undisciplined this team is, and you know, a lot of people will say that we giving them excuses, but it's not an excuse to see themselves. Like it's a lot of the times, we do see what these these D lines is doing to our offensive line. We're not blind. We see that. But a lot of the times when we have a good drive going, and really it's most of the time, and that's what's crazy. We always get a penalty called on us that makes the drive turn into a 2nd and 16 or third and 18, and you just know the drive over with because like last year for some reason they used to allow for when we was in those long third downs, CJ would complete those passes, but it seems like now they're a little conservative because of some of the decisions that CJ has been making, and I understand that. That's almost just like D'Amico having to call a lot of zone because he can't call man with certain players that he got on the field. You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes it's what you got to do. Discipline though. If we cut out those mistakes, we have a fighting chance against any team in the NFL right now. Any team in the NFL, I believe that. But we have to play. And last game, man, they did some impressive stuff. I mean, it was the Jags, but that run game in that last drive when they had to get those first downs look like the kind of record that they say ain't never been done in the NFL. But I need to check and find out what that is. I know Patton to find out what it is, but like I say, man, I see these guys like I just want them to get disciplined, and I know that that's hard pressed because they've been doing what they've been doing all year long, bro. Like that's the part that's the pressing about it. It's like, man, they've been doing this all year. What's to make you change all of a sudden?
I don't know. The bye week? Are we buying? Are we buying in?
Hey, we buying in. That might be what it is. The bye week.
The other side.
The bye week.
Buying in or not?
I ain't never seen the Texans have. I've never seen the Texans have a bye week this. You know what I'm saying? This late in the season,
it's super late.
So maybe this is something, man. Maybe it's something special happens because of this bye week, y'all.
Hey, man, bye week. Hey, we got a CJ Stroud. We got a Mixon. We got a Nico Collins. We got a top 5 defense. We got a Daniil Hunter. We got a Lassiter. We got a Bullock. We got a Ward. We got a Bronny look-alike. Man, we got all the weapons we can load up, man.
Hold on, we got to drop a bomb for that right there, man. I'm going to drop a bomb. That's a lot of weapons. That's a lot of weapons. It's enough to go against any team in this league, like I said.
Are we buying in or not?
Hey, I want to say this, man, because we getting close to getting ready to close out. I want to say this, man. B. Scott, man, we really appreciate you coming on, my bro. We really want to have you come on again too, bro. But this time, you know what I'm saying, we want to try to, one day be able to get you over here in person. You know what I'm saying? Maybe pull out a special day that we can get you over here on this third seat, man, and really powwow like we something together real. As a matter of fact, we'll put something together real soon. But other than that though, man, is it anything we want to make sure that you let everybody know what you're doing right now, where they can listen to you at, which everybody should know, but I just want you to be able to just give out all your platforms and let everybody know that what you're doing and stuff like that. And anything that you want to close out with on the Texans, man, you got the flow right now.
Yeah, man. Hey, I really seriously, man, just to appreciate y'all for opening up your, you know what I'm saying, your space to me, and I take y'all up on that, man. I come on the couch and kick it with y'all, no problem, man. I do the B Block podcast every week. I do the H-Town Hoops podcast with Adam Spillane every week on the Rockets, and I'm on Sports Radio 610 twice a week in the loop from 11 a.m. to noon. And also the drive every Wednesday at 4:40 with Clinton Run. I think I'm gonna be. Let me get this right since you asked. Bear with me real quick. I'm trying to remember this off of memory where they got me at. I think on Thursday is it Thursday? Yeah, on Thursday I'm gonna be in with Ron. Clint is out, and I'm in with Ron on Thursday. On the drive. So y'all check me out from 2 to 6. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If y'all check this out, hopefully before Thursday, if you're watching right now, if you check this out before Thursday, hopefully y'all can check me out there. Y'all know I'm pretty much anytime somebody is out or got for whatever reason can't be in, you know, I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna be on the air doing my thing. So yeah, so y'all look out for that. And yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. As far as the last thing on
Every
the Texans,
time.
I would just say,
Love it.
like, hey, I would just reiterate that point about the precision, the errors, the discipline. I think if they get some of that down, man, they are a contender. Because they built for that. So that's the thing that I'm gonna be looking for when this bye week is over with and they come back. I'm gonna be looking to see if that's if that's rectified. And I think they went in the right direction against Jacksonville. But we'll see how it go. And like I said, man, I'll be talking about it on the B Block and I'll be talking about it on Sports Radio 610, man.
Hey, B Scott, do one thing for me on the 610 radio, man. When you jump on there, bro, make use the word discipline for these boys. We need to get the word discipline out around the city, man.
Hey, I'm gonna get that in there and I'll shout y'all out too. I'm gonna shout out Texans on 3 and get that in.
Hey, man,
Y'all look
hey,
out for it.
that's me. That's me. Hey, man, we appreciate that, man. We'll definitely be listening. Everybody, man, everybody from Facebook every week on Tuesday. We try to have a guest for you. Y'all, man, somebody that's really doing their thing in the Texan space, in the Houston sports space, that is, you know what I'm saying? And man, we just really want to thank, like I say, everybody that tunes in every week. We'll be back Friday, like it was just on our side. It really wasn't on actually the other side of people watching it. So that's a good thing. But anyway, man, we appreciate y'all, man, tuning in, man, and everything like that. I would. What's that?
Pat, you got something before I go?
Nah, I'm good, man.
Oh, you got okay. Look, man, I got some. Like I said, everybody, let's put some discipline and let's just put this for the whole Texans right now. Let's use the word discipline and let's incorporate that in our lives for this bound.
Yeah.
Let's start getting out here doing, start manifesting, let's start getting on a good note. We're gonna come back disciplined and we're gonna win us some games, bro. And salute to everybody. Like my boy Nitty said, it's always a pleasure to come do this and talk to you guys. And oh yeah, salute to the bull ring too. We forgot about the bull ring, but salute to y'all today. Somebody text me special salute to Brittany. Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? She wanted a shout out, so I shout out, and that's it, man. Texans on 3.
Man, other than that, though, in the same song, we're gonna get up out of here.
Good show. Boy, B Scott. It's going down.
Y'all already know it.
My boy Patton. Drive. Yes, sir, man.
Here we go. That was
Please be down. Texans on 3 is the best place to get your Houston Texans news. The other podcast will leave you confused. We got Frank Nitty and Patton and Champagne Chef too. Texans news. Your girl, please be down.